We got a Fushiguro, and with this treasure, I summon another review. Let's do it. Hey, what is happening, folks? It is Jimmy G in the place to be, bringing you to another wonderful episode of The Good, The Bad, The Awesome, where I unbox, give my first reaction to all things pop culture. So if you like to see what I see when I see it, you see it, go ahead, hit that like, subscribe, get notified when we have new videos, which try to post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, sprinkled in with some other times. And if you're already doing that, thank you so very much. Well, today we are going to go back to the world of anime and to Jujutsu Kaisen, which is one of my favorite animes, and to Sunrise Pop and YoloPark, who created this figure, Megumi Fushiguro. So y'all have seen my review of Gojo, y'all have seen my review of Yuji Itadori. Right now he's in his Sukuna phase right here, and so we're going to take a look at the last of 3 figures from YoloPark. Now, I have reviewed a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen figures, mainly from Anime Heroes. I did one from Total Anime, and as well as SHFiguarts, but today we got some YoloPark ones, so we're going to take a look at it. We're going to get these guys out of the way. We're going to give you my thoughts, tell you if this is a good one to get or one to kind of skip. But let's take a look at the box, the packaging. Love this face of Fushiguro right there. He is ready to do some business. Action figure 02. This is everything that it comes with right here too as well. You get a couple faces, couple hands, and you get this backdrop here, and then Megumi Fushiguro, and then back to the front. So that's what it looks like. So we don't want to see what the box looks like. We want to see what the prize, our divine treasure here. Let's see what is inside, and let's go ahead and get him out of the box. Okay, folks, out of the package onto my table, here is Megumi Fushiguro. And so if you don't know much about this character, he is one of the first-year Jujutsu High students whose basically technique is using shikagamis, where he can summon all sorts of different kind of like spirits to take on the cursed spirits. These just like frogs, rabbits, the elephant, his divine demon dogs, and of course the divine general Maharaja himself. But really cool character, very kind of like just melancholy, I guess is what you would say, but he really does grow on you, and he plays a very big part in the upcoming Culling Games arc, as well as throughout the Shinjuku incident and everything else too as well. So here he is. Here's the things you get. You get the background like you get with all the other YoloPark figures and stuff like that, and so you also get the stand, which is cool. You also get the instructions right there, and then you get a couple of faces. So you get this face, which is more of his like smiling kind of, I wouldn't say evil face, but, and then you get a more serious Megumi face right there, and then you get 2 sets of hands here that do his different kind of shikigami signs. This one's for demon dogs right here, and this one's for that I forgot what the bird is called that he can summon. So that is those 2 that you can get right there, and then you get Fushiguro himself. So let's bring him in for a closer look. And his hair just popped off, but let's bring him in. Let me pop my camera up a little bit so we can take a look at this. Something I just noticed now, the neck looks like it's not put on either straight or what, but it has some neck issues right now. This one does. So I don't know if I can fix that. We'll see what we can do. Here's the top of his head. We don't want to get him all bald here, but put that back on. His head is pointy. He's got pointy hair. But there is the face. I think they did a really good job at capturing the likeness and the face of Fushiguro here. Of course, the uniform has all the same articulation as all the other YoloPark figures. But there he is from the front, the side, the back, the side, and the front. And so from a height standpoint, what you're looking at, let me bring up my tape measure, about 7 inches tall. So he's going to scale with your other YoloPark, will not scale with your Figuarts figures or anything like that. So from an articulation, you do have the neck and the rotation there. So you got that piece, and the neck moves on that too as well. Does this move? No. And then you have the shoulder, does have the drop, a little bit of the butterfly there. You have the rotation. You have the rotation at the bicep. You also have more than a 90 degree at the elbow. And then you have the rotation right here too as well. You have the top ab crunch, that twist, and you also have the bottom ab crunch, that twist. Then the feet, you can almost, you can't really quite Jean-Claude Van Damme them, but you can get up to there. There, you do have this twist. You do have a hip drop kind of thing right there. And then you do have the knee bend that's more than 90 degrees, and then the twist here, and then of course it's on a ball, and the toe tilt there. So a lot of different poses you can get him in if you want to. One of the things I'm a little disappointed with is I wish he came with a few more hands. I don't mind the faces, but I wish he had a couple more hands, because the only free hands you get are the fists. I wish he had some open hands, because you only get the fists and you only get these. Now on AliExpress is where I got this, and he was only $23 when I got him. So you definitely check AliExpress. The prices fluctuate up and down, but that's what I got him for. But yeah, so far right now, my first biggest complaint about him is, I don't know if you can see in that neck area, it just kind of doesn't quite match up like the other ones. The neck is kind of a little bit hidden, but this one, it's just a little bit more exposed. I don't know if you can see that or not, but you can kind of see just that it just doesn't look finished there. And then the hair comes off kind of easily on that. But other than that, I think he does look pretty decent there. And so let me bring in his SHFiguarts counterpart. And so this is the SHFiguarts Fushiguro. And so you can see how much taller this Fushiguro is with the other one there. And just bring them in for a closer look, you can kind of see I do still dig the SHFiguarts figure much better. The overall aesthetics of him, I think I like. But I mean, this for $23, you just really can't beat it, right? I've also done the Anime Heroes, and this will beat the Anime Heroes Fushiguro before too as well. So let's do this. Let me bring some other figures in for comparison, and then also let me put together his base so that way you can see that too. Okay, folks, here is the base of Fushiguro right here. Love that it has the hand signal for the demon dogs right there. So real easy to put together. There's a base that comes with Gojo as well as Yuji Itadori. But love that you get a little base to kind of display him on, which is really cool. So let me get that out of the way here. Now that y'all saw it, there it is. And let me bring my boy Fushiguro back in here, and we'll kind of see if I can get him standing up really good and decent there. Let me kind of see if I can scoot him back a little bit more. There we go. So let's go ahead and bring in the other Figuarts. And so here is, not the Figuarts, YoloPark. There's Satoru Gojo. There is Ryomen Sukuna. Actually, it's Yuji Itadori, but Sukuna's taken over right now. So you can kind of see just how he compares to the YoloPark ones. And this is the one he's going to scale most best with on that. Of course, the Figuarts, showed you that a little bit earlier. So definitely not going to scale with Figuarts there. So Figuarts is going to be a little bit too small for this scale here. Then we got, let's bring in a 6-inch Black Series figure so you can kind of see. There's Cad Bane right there. And then just to show you from a 7-inch kind of figure aspect, let me bring in a 7-inch McFarlane so you can kind of see how he scales to that. And so probably going to scale pretty decently with McFarlane too as well. So there he is right there. This is the Nightfall Batman. And then last figure I have is this little 3.75 inch Star Wars right there. So, but best scaled with his own kind, I would say, on that. And so overall impressions, I mean, I love the build and stuff. The only thing that's really bugging me is two things. Is there's no extra hands that I wish we could have, and then his neck is a little bit off. But I'm going to do this. I'm going to get him in some dynamic poses, take some pictures, do all that wonderful stuff, and then you're going to go talk to Jimmy in the chair to get his final thoughts on YoloPark's Megumi Fushiguro. So back for my final thoughts on Megumi Fushiguro from Sunrise Pop and YoloPark. This is probably the pose I'm going to keep him in, where he's ready to summon with this treasure. I summon, yeah. So he's ready to summon Maharaga. I like this pose. I think this is really cool. So some of my pros on this, I mean, it's a cheap figure. It's about 23 bucks. Like I said, I got on AliExpress. Now the price fluctuates, so when I bought it, it was 23 bucks. He does have some really good posability, and it looks, I mean, it looks good. It does. The cons on this is it doesn't scale well with any of the SHFiguarts. It would scale with McFarlane, but there is no McFarlane Jujutsu Kaisen figures. So this is going to scale with YoloPark figures there. My other con is the neck is just off on mine. It just doesn't look right, and then the hair falls off too easy on mine too as well. So, but other than that, those are minor things. And I wish we had more hands. I wish I had some open hands versus just these and the demon dog and the eagle bird, whatever lightning bird he has that he can summon. But overall, on a scale of good, bad, awesome, I would say he is pretty good and to pretty awesome. So I think he's one that would be really cool to add to your collection if you don't have one. If you already have like the Anime Heroes one, that one's a good one there. If you already have SHFiguarts, that's going to be the more superior one to me. Now, I don't have Figma, so please don't crucify me and say Figma's the best, but I don't have it. I can't compare it. I'd like to get it. But right now I got to save up some funds to get it. So between the two, YoloPark and Figma, SHFiguarts, if you can afford the Figuarts, go with the Figuarts. If you can't, YoloPark is really good. And if you can't wait for it to come from overseas, then look for the Anime Heroes one, which you would be able to find in any of your grocers, or not grocers, department stores. But that's them. My favorite anime. So hopefully I get some more Jujutsu Kaisen figures, but I've reviewed a lot of them, so I'm kind of running a little low on JJK there. So, but that's all I got to say about that. So tune in next time when we do talk about something else good, bad, or awesome. And if you enjoyed this video, maybe consider becoming a member, maybe giving a super thanks, or just be a subscriber. I will thank you for all of it. But until next time, y'all remember to stay young, have fun, and be awesome. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.